I've been telling you about this South Africa situation where the blacks have taken over the government there in South Africa, Mommy Africa. And as a result of that, the whites are under attack. They're being killed, robbed, all kind of stuff. Their land, their farmlands are being taken away from them, and they can't get any help. They are crying out for help. And we've been reporting this to you. We have some more update on this story. And my concern is too, folks, if the people of color take over our government, these wicked feminist women, these angry women who want to destroy men, these blacks and Latinos or Mexicans, whatever you call them, that hate white people, same thing going to happen in America. I'm not joking with you. The same thing will happen. White people are hated by people who are failing in life, by weak people. Whites are being blamed for the failure of the weak people, the victims, the folks with the victim mentality. Same thing in South Africa. In August, President Trump tweeted, I have asked Secretary of State Secretary of State Pompeo to closely study the South African land and farm seizures and expropriations and the large-scale killing of farmers. South African's government is now seizing land from white farmers. Here is a soundbite from Bloomberg. South Africa ANC president is denying, he denies that they're killing white farmers. Here's that soundbite.
We were seated together at the lunch table, so we never really got time to talk about the tweet. It was just an opportunity to shake hands, to say how are you and all that. But on the tweet itself, he was clearly misinformed. And whoever gave him that information was completely wrong. There are no killings of farmers or white farmers in South Africa. There's no land grab in South Africa.
Amazing. He's lying. It is happening. This is from Twitter. Here's a woman who says she survived a South Africa farm attack. This is so sad, folks. This is pure evil happening to white folks in South Africa. Here's the first soundbite.
This message is for President Ramaphosa and the good people of America. President Ramaphosa recently stated very casually in New York to the media that there are no killings of white farmers in South Africa. There are no farm murders. Really? My name is Mariandra Yennes, and I'm a survivor of a farm attack. My husband was shot 6 times during such an attack. He was murdered in cold blood in front of me and my 6-year-old daughter. He was shot 6 times, and the last one was in the head.
Amazing. She goes on to say she's raising their children alone.
I had to pick up our broken life after that. I had to give birth to our 4th child, our son, 5 days after Daddy's funeral. These attacks do happen. It happens almost daily. Our story is one of thousands. What would you do if it happens to you or to your loved ones? What would you do if you had to raise 4 little children alone after your husband was murdered in cold blood and they stole nothing?
And this next soundbite is a warning, it's a graphic description. She describes the horror that they are going through and what they've already gone through. Here's that soundbite.
How would you feel if you had to slip in the blood of your loved one? The smell of it seeping through the floors of your house, the house you were supposed to be safe in. These attacks happen, and it happens to good and normal people. What would you do if this happened to you? What would you do if your government denies that it happens? Would you keep quiet?
Amazing. And the last soundbite, she asked for help.
So I ask you, the people of America, to help us to share this message, to help us to spread awareness of these farm murders, because they do happen. We appeal to you to help us.
Amazing. Amazing. This is happening. And because it's happening to white people in South Africa by blacks, no one cares. I wouldn't say no one cares. This President Trump does. I want you to contact your representatives, contact the president, and ask him to bring this even more so to the forefront of the hearts and minds of Americans and people around the world. If this was happening to black people, this would be all that we would be discussing every day. But whites are under attack around the world. They really are. In Europe, in America, and Mommy Africa. And I have to tell you, black people, I warn you not to rejoice in this, because the worst thing that you can do is to try to get revenge against your fellow man. You will suffer for that. Revenge is not ours to take.